light has just fallen. It's coming up to a year since I started being a vegetarian. This video is just purely just information. I'm not preaching. I'm just telling you from my point of view of why I went vegetarian, the benefits and maybe the negatives of being a vegetarian as well. I did do a 5-day detox last week of being a vegan, and I just wanted to test my body, see how easy it was and what kind of impact it had on my body. So this video is just purely just information. Yeah, if you don't want to hear any of this, then feel free to stop watching this video. I can't actually remember the reason I wanted to be a vegetarian. I think last year I came back from travelling and I felt a little bit bloated, and I was eating a lot of Asian food which is high in meat. It was a little bit brutal when you're walking down the streets in Asia, because they have like outside restaurants, so you can see all like full animals hanging off things. But that wasn't what made me a vegetarian. Like I've known all my life that what I am eating is an animal killed, and everyone knows that what they're eating is an animal killed, but it's never really spurred me on to stop eating meat. I'm very health conscious about myself. Went to a dance school which is high on the fact that you've got to keep healthy, you've got to stay slim. That was the idea. The whole motto around it was like fat dancers don't work, which is, thinking about it now, is actually horrendous. Put on a little bit of weight when I went travelling, but then came back, felt a bit shitty about my body. Felt over bloated, and I just wanted some drastic change. Wanted to get back into routine. I wanted to gain control. I decided to just stop eating meat and just see what it did to my body, and it was purely just a spontaneous decision. I did not watch any sort of animal slaughterhouses videos, YouTube videos or anything. Surprisingly, since I'm a YouTuber, just decided to do it because of health. Some people, that reason alone is just, well, you're not a true vegetarian then. Like, no, that's not what it was. I was transitioning, I was seeing what it was, how it affected my body, and that's the reason I did it. But that's how I started. This was when I was first starting to see Rich as well, and Rich isn't a big meat lover, but he does eat meat, but he also likes vegetarian food. We were talking about it, and I remember him saying that he used to be a vegetarian. I was transitioning when I met him, really. Firstly, I started being pescatarian, so I was eating fish but nothing else, just fish. And the whole thing really was to try and get some more veg in my diet, and it worked. I did gain a lot of more vegetables in my diet, but I wasn't losing weight. I wasn't seeing a drastic change in my body or anything. I was kind of a little bit disappointed, because I was like, well, I thought being a vegetarian meant that I was going to be healthy. I was sucked in massively to that whole hype around being a vegetarian. I think it was getting in fashion to be a vegetarian. Everything happens for a reason. I'm a massive believer in that. After being pescatarian, I kept saying to Rich, I really, really would love to just go full whack vegetarian. I don't want to be a pescatarian, I don't want to eat fish. When you look at a menu and you're eating out, most of the food is based around meat, so it's really hard and very inconvenient. I ended up then transitioning to a full whack vegetarian about three months in. Then I started gaining benefits, and I just felt so good in myself. But what was making me feel good wasn't my body, it was the fact that I wasn't killing an animal to have a meal. It just clicked, and I hadn't watched any videos, I hadn't preached about it, and actually it wasn't that hard. Society lets you just pick and choose who lives and who doesn't. I feel like it's just greed, and I can live without killing an animal, so why would I choose to kill an animal? Our relationship with food as we've gone on is just got out of control. We just choose to acquire our taste, not feed ourselves. I love the fact that I have a choice to save an animal. I know people are thinking, oh, they're already dead by the time that you choose, but I really hope that a lot, like, more people become a vegetarian, because that's the only way it will make a difference, do you know what I mean? I'm just going to talk about the fact that I went vegan for 5 days. It was another light bulb moment for me. I used to turn my nose up at vegans. I was like, vegans, so like pretentious. It's probably more respectable than a vegetarian because they're actually doing the full whack. And I was like, oh, do you know what? I'd love to see how my body reacts to being a vegan and how easy it is. Cutting out milk is a big thing for me because I drink a lot of milk. Like, I have porridge oats in the morning every day, and I have to have, well, I used to have semi-skimmed milk with it all the time. I just felt less bloated instantly. Going vegan for 5 days has made me realise that there's a lot of stuff that you can substitute. Like, there's vegan chocolate, there's even like fake vegan chicken nuggets which you can have that taste really good, vegan veggie burgers that are absolutely incredible. It just makes me so mad that they're not openly available in like shops, and I think that would change everything. At the moment I'm like mixing the two together. I wouldn't say that I was a vegan. I'm not like strictly looking at the backs of every produce or every like product that I get. That was pretty much what I wanted to say. Let me know what you thought about the video down below, and yeah, please refrain from any like sort of like ripping into me because I'm a veggie or saying that I'm not a real vegan or veggie, because it was just, I'm still in the transitional process. I hope this, I don't know, gives you information. Thank you for watching.